I said it's about people, and I've got to thank all the speakers, particularly because, as Neil said, I think at the beginning of his, he was slightly out of his comfort zone in what he was talking about. And I know Seth said it too, and I asked James to talk about it from a different perspective as well. And I must admit, I'm extremely thrilled at the way each of the speakers took it from a different direction that I asked them to do and presented it in quite a different way, and as a result put themselves out. So I'm extremely grateful for the work that they put in and the potential to fail that they let themselves each have, rather than trundling along with a presentation they'd given to some other organisation at some other time. So they fitted together quite by chance, and only because they did it. So I'm extremely grateful. I think most of them have disappeared, but I will make sure I pass that message on to them, and hopefully you'll agree with me that they've contributed no end to today, and hopefully you can go away stimulated in what you want to do. I also like to think that one of the other challenges for analysts is that actually we don't do anything. We're actually there to be those people who are on the outside observing and picking up the pieces in the fragments of data that we get hold of. So fundamentally, there never can be that many of us. Because if there ever was a lot of us, frankly, nothing would happen, and there would be no problems for us to solve. So I think there's always this nice balance of trying to encourage people to become analysts. I think it's the most fantastic job in the world. There's all sorts of things, as the panel just articulated, about just the sheer fun, fascination of being able to take some data, discover a problem, and then actually change something. And that's I think, what's so fascinating about seeing something meaningfully change. But actually, although it's fascinating, wonderful, we can't do it on our own. We have to, and I find it very difficult as well, understand that most other people don't think like we do. And actually, it's a very good job they don't think like we do. And we have to do that translation thing. So I hope we remember that, and we assert the fact that we're people and that we've got a contribution to make and we'll understand people, but that we're also quite unusual people. I fundamentally enjoy being in the crowd, but I fundamentally distrust the crowd too. And at this point, I did really want to try and get a clip of Boots' advert. You know that one? You probably remember the tune, the one that's, I think it's Here Come the Girls. I'm not going to sing it. But I sort of wanted to end on this clip of you trying to imagine that there's this team of analysts strutting their stuff, in a sense, walking through the Boots store, putting their glad rags on and makeup and saying, here come the analysts, watch out, but the world's going to be a better place. So thank you very much for making my day a fascinating, stimulating day, and I hope yours was too, and now we can have a drinks reception. Oh, thank you, Jan. As an example, I have also got to mention, while I'm off on one, please fill out the evaluation forms. It will be great. I already know that we should have had coffee at lunchtime, but anything else, but if you agree with the coffee, please fill out the evaluation forms. And usually they say you can have the drink after you fill out the form, don't they? And those manipulative things like that. Pardon? Jan agrees with that one too. So you can fill out the form, then we'll go in there and have the drinks reception. Thank you very much for coming.